and welcome to Hindustan Astrology. I'm Katya, and today's video we're going to talk about the November 2019 full frosty moon. Now, this is taking place in the sidereal sign of Aries at 25 degrees in the nakshatra of Bharani. Bharani means the bearer of new life, and the planetary ruler of this nakshatra is Venus. So this nakshatra has the symbol of the yoni, or the female reproductive organ, for the symbols. So it's very much tied up with women and the really the burden that we bear giving birth to new life. And also it represents things that need to evolve as well. Just like a new life comes out of something old. The deity that rules this nakshatra is Yama, who is the god of death and dharma. And so he is similar to Pluto in that he breaks down the old and prepares the way for the new. So this nakshatra is prominent in people that are revolutionaries and rebels, and oftentimes having to do with women, midwives even, helping women, nurses, things that, especially being around new life babies. So on this day of the full moon, we have Uranus retrograde is conjunct. And I feel this is going to, personally for us, we're going to have deep insights, maybe even our dreams that night are going to be insightful, digging up things within our psyche. And opposite Aries, we have 3 planets in Libra, and one of them is Mercury retrograde, and Mars, and the Sun. Now, having, Mars opposite the moon, that's a Chandramangala yoga, and having Mercury retrograde there, you might have some money coming to you that's owed from the past. That is definitely something that could be an expression of this. But also, because Mercury is retrograde, be careful of making risky deals, business deals at this time. If something already that you've done in the past has come to fruition at this time, great, but don't start something new because you'll probably lose a lot of money. And also at this time we have Venus and Mars are exchanging signs, and that's called a Parivartana yoga. And Venus is in Scorpio, and Mars is in Libra, and so they're exchanging, and it's very passionate, romantic. It's great for romance, but it's also good for artistic projects of all kinds, really. Especially Libra is a personal sign for you. If it's your ascendant or your moon sign, you could get a lot of energy to get things done. The ruler of Aries is Mars, and so having Mars in this Parivartana yoga at this time is going to really embolden that combination. Now, we've had terrible fires in California, and we, at this time of the full moon, will have Jupiter in Sagittarius, and still Gandanta. On this day, Jupiter is at 1 degree 31 minutes of Sagittarius, so he'll be Gandanta until 3.2. So, he is the great benefic though, and he is now with that tight Pluto-Saturn K2 conjunction that's been going all year. So even though he's in his own sign, it's a fire sign, he is the great benefic, and I feel that he will take the edge off of some of the fires and I hope at least give some of the firefighters and first responders a break, because God bless them, I don't know how they do it. But this is known as the Star of Restraint. So that's another indication that the fires might be restrained at this time. But also the negative side of this nakshatra is fanaticism, especially religious fanaticism. And yeah, things have been heating up, over in the Middle East, and also, China's having some difficulty in Western China with the Uyghur. There's basically genocide going on there. So yeah, repressing others is definitely the negative side of this nakshatra. And I think we all need to just be aware of what's really going on behind the scenes. And panic can spread like wildfire as well. Not just fire, but panic, anxiety, fear. The fear, Pluto is fear, and if Yama is like Pluto, then let's use some restraint on the fear and also trying to control others. But, we have just come out of that, well, I think it was around the 6th, I think, the Saraswati Yoga ended. So that really took the edge off of things. But as we head towards December 26th, which is the eclipse of the century, when we will have 7 planets in Sagittarius, the political and religious fanaticism is heating up. And, guys, we got to stop thinking that there is a winner and a loser, because even if your party doesn't win the election, or your religion of choice isn't the dominant one, doesn't mean that you're winning or you're losing. Because as soon as you invoke duality, you have, you are invoking an enemy and an ally. And what Chief says is that the anagram of ally is all lies. So you don't have any allies, because as soon as you have allies, you're invoking duality and saying you have an enemy. That's wrong. We're one family. And everywhere you go, if you can practice looking at everybody as if, that's a family member. I'm not going to stand by and let something bad happen to my family member. And that's something I just try to do wherever I travel. I just try to treat everybody like family, and then you're safe, because there is no enemy, there is no ally, you see? And this is something we've got to start practicing, because as we head towards the another great American eclipse, it's going to happen April 8th, 2024, and it's going right over Bloomington, Indiana. And we're going to have 5 planets in Pisces, one of them being Neptune, who in Western astrology rules Pisces, and then Ketu is going to be there for the eclipse. So, we have big, beliefs are changing. Right now, 7 planets in Sagittarius coming up, that's beliefs. And we're breaking down the old beliefs. And so in 5 years from now, we are going to have the refill, where we are finding a new way. Because I refuse to believe in the doom and gloom, scenarios that, it's just going to get worse and worse. I think that's crazy. I think that we're just evolving. And it's going to get better. But before it's going to get better, it's going to get a little bit worse. So just, being aware is half the battle. So of course this is just a generalized reading. If you want a personal reading, just go to my website. The link is below. It's hindustanastrology.com, and you can just look at the different consultations I have available. And And remember, this is Vedic Sidereal Astrology, so this is not for your Western chart. And I hope you guys stay healthy. You know, last month when we had Mars in Virgo, a lot of sicknesses were happening with everyone. You know, flu season basically started early, so make sure that you are taking precautions and taking, you know, echinacea or something to boost your immunity. And I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you very much for watching. Namaste.